Good morning. I am running late because time got away from me. Does that ever happen to you? I was busy cleaning out some cubby holes. I'm a bag lady. My sister calls me the bag lady. And it is so true. I put things in bags and I keep collecting these bags. Well, I had to go through some bags this morning. Robert was taking the trash out, and I needed to gather up some things that, a lot of it was trash. A lot of it I need to consolidate. I've got some medications that I keep, or supplements that I keep in a box. Well, I got rid of that box, and I got my hot pink bag ready to do lots of things. So come on in. We're going to talk about some fun stuff today. And I was hot this morning, so I put on a tank top. And I don't have a shirt that fits. So I decided not to wear a shirt. Anyway, I gained half a pound last night. Yes, overnight. And I'm not blaming things. I'm learning things. So I'm not blaming. I've given up the blame game. That I think that's a chapter in mine and Leanne's new book, The Blame Game. We're giving up the blaming and looking at what's going on. And last night we ate Mexican. I took my little cupcake full of guacamole with me because I was going to use it on my salad. Well, what I ordered had avocado on top, so I ate a double portion of avocado because I had it and I wasn't going to I could have brought my avocado home with me and put it back in the freezer, but I didn't do that. What I ordered had cheese on it. So this morning I've got phlegm going on. So I am learning, and I forgot to take my digestive enzymes that my dear friend Leanne told me that I needed because I don't have a gallbladder. And wow, it was the trifecta of understanding too much fat, and I didn't have my bone broth yesterday afternoon, which was all filling, and then there you have it. It's all craziness. But I've learned that I need to take, I've got an alarm set now, so I'm taking the things that I did yesterday that didn't work well for me, and I'm putting them into action. I've set up an alarm on my phone to start my eating window at 5 o'clock for my digestive enzymes and my little collagen boosting parfait or key lime parfait that I made on Sunday. And then it's all good. It's all good. And if I go eat Mexican again, I'm gonna order this dish that I love without cheese. That's it. I learned. And where do you buy digestive enzymes? Funny that you asked that. Leanne has them on her website. Go to savingdinner.com and click on her shop, and there she has it. There she has some digestive enzymes. She gave me hers. She emptied out her pantry and gave me her digestive enzymes. She has her gallbladder, but I do not. So today we're going to talk about Plan and Play Day. And your holiday mission for today is to build your control journal. So somebody put the link in for the holiday control journal. It is free. I have built it for you. And I will open up my holiday control journal so that you can see what's in here. I've got to pull my little table closer to me. And I'll flip it around. Well, that's not working. So, to start off with my holiday control journal, I have, let me see if I can show it to you without dropping everything. This is my holiday control journal. I've been using it for a lot of years. I'm going to see if I can turn this down just a little bit so that you can see it without me having to do a whole lot. I keep these cards right here, go in my dishes for Thanksgiving. I keep them right there. My mother-in-law thought that was just the greatest idea. And so here's, I can't read upside down, but this is a to-do list of what I need to do, last minute stuff. There's my Thanksgiving menu right here. It goes by Leanne's pretty much, except I add some things to it. And then here's my master grocery list for Thanksgiving. And here is my Thanksgiving menu mailer that was Leanne's many years ago. And if you just send me an email with turkey in it, in the subject line, I'll send it to you. But she's building us a keto one. She's building us a keto Thanksgiving dinner. And then I've got Robert's favorite recipes, his pecan pie recipe. I've got my angeled eggs recipe. And then this is Leanne's turkey recipe that I have blown up so I don't have to get my glasses out to read it. And it's the best turkey recipe you'll ever use. I make it on Wednesday so that I don't have to cut and do everything on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. I want to keep things calm, cool, collected on Thanksgiving Day. And plus, I cook that turkey carcass on Wednesday after it's all cut up and in the pan, ready to warm up the next day. This is the Thanksgiving stuffing that I grew up with. This is a recipe from Martha Thurman in the town I grew up in. And then this is a bunch of cookie recipes that I'm taking out of here because they're going to fall out. Here's my favorite pumpkin pie recipe. It comes on the can of pumpkin. And then I'm going to take this out of there. This is a recipe for yeast rolls that I think Martha shared for Thanksgiving. But I usually buy frozen roll dough. And then more of the Thanksgiving menu mailer that I've just stuck in here because one day this will be my granddaughter's and she'll know how I cook Thanksgiving dinner. It's almost a legacy. This is a wonderful thing. And they have their own traditions for Thanksgiving. But this has turned into my favorite. I have divided up all the recipes here. And there's a beef jerky recipe. I made that for Justin for Christmas one year. Here's a favorite punch recipe for showers and wedding showers and different things you want to do. Make ahead snowman cheese ball. That's definitely keto. Here's one that's done in little Christmas trees. So it's some favorite recipes here. Garlic Parmesan pull-apart bread. How yummy is that if you're having a Christmas party? And stuffed mushrooms. Yum. So here's some breakfast recipes for Christmas morning. Breakfast recipes. This is one of my favorite things. This is monkey bread. This is one of my favorite things to make, to give away. I'm not eating it this year. Overnight cinnamon rolls. You can make these ahead and stick them in the freezer. And I give a couple of pans of them to my daughter-in-law because they have a house full of company. So I make her some cinnamon rolls. Now, here are some favorite German recipes. Just Robert loves German. And then I have cakes and cookies. And this is a chart we've had for a long time about the different types of cake pans. And then this is a cake, amalgamation cake that I make for my son every year. Well, I didn't make it last year because he asked me not to because he was doing keto. But here's the recipe from my friend Martha, who did a blog post about it. And I always make for him his Granny Elizabeth's boiled custard. And it's real simple. It's a bunch of eggs, it's a bunch of sugar, and you make a custard on top of the stove. And this is a recipe, fig cake, that I've been making for 40 years. And I love this recipe. Sometimes I make that cake and give it away. And then my mother-in-law always loved apple cake. And I always made her an apple cake. So this is just full of my favorite recipes. Just for the holidays. Just for the holidays. There's a flourless chocolate cake. I have some Japanese recipes. Robert loves curry. So his birthday falls in November. Our anniversary falls in November. So we have a huge lot of celebrating to do. So here's our holiday control journal that's at the back. And you just start putting it together. This is mine. And I keep it in the kitchen. And if you've got, you're saving all the stuff you need for the stuff you've got to have for your cookies and all your, let me think, all your gift ideas for people. Stick it with your recipes. Nobody ever look in your recipes for those things. So this is our plan and play day. Take a few minutes and start building your holiday control journal. Take your holiday control journal, print it out, put it in a notebook, put it in a 3-ring binder, and you will be good to go. And it will be amazing because it's going to be your go-to guide. Last year, I sorted all my recipes out and put them into categories so that I could find them easily instead of shuffling through papers, because I had a whole big office in a bag full of loose leaves. So I took sheet protectors. Sheet protectors are your friend. I took sheet protectors and started putting everything in sheet protectors and dividing it up into sections. And your mission today is not to do that. But guess what? 5 minutes spent sorting these recipes out that are your favorite recipes for the holidays is going to save you a lot of time when it comes time to make them. And last year at Thanksgiving, I taught you how 2 weeks prior to start making all your Thanksgiving dishes that you love. Start making them, putting them in the freezer, ready to go. And then all you got to do is the day before, take things out of the freezer, put it in your refrigerator, let things get to room temperature before you put them into an oven. I learned this the hard way. If they're in a ceramic dish, if everything's not at room temperature when it goes in the oven, then you're going to break that ceramic dish. But use metal pans, do whatever you have to. And having them printed out and having them ready at your fingertips, because you never know when you might not be able to get to printers because everybody else is. And those handwritten recipes from your mother and your grandmother, frame them, make them special, and then make a copy of them and put them in your holiday control journal, because those are special recipes. They are special recipes. I have Ella's she wrote it down for me, her cranberry salad that we make every year. My grandson loves it. And it's just an amazing way to carry on traditions. You want to add your traditions. Now Justin and Emily, Justin cooks a turkey he fries a big old turkey outside, which keeps the kitchen from getting messed up. And it was wonderful. They love it. They love it. Christmas Day, they have a huge seafood fest. They love to do that. They have oysters and all kinds of things. A shrimp boil. It's a little different touch to stuff. So, folks, you can make your own traditions. It doesn't have to be special. I knew one person, they made pierogies for Christmas Day. They made pierogies. I can't imagine doing that, but it's to each their own, and figure out what that is. It doesn't have to be a huge ordeal. If you look on our YouTube page, I put all these recipes. I did short little videos for you on how to put this stuff together. I made everything from stuffing. I taught you how to make cornbread. I taught you how to make biscuits. I taught you how to do all of it. A traditional Thanksgiving. And it worked. People had the calmest Thanksgiving they've ever had. They didn't have to. I took our whole Thanksgiving dinner next door. Next door. So, folks, don't wait till the last minute to plan your Thanksgiving. Now, I have done a Thanksgiving meal for $23.82 because that was all the money I had in a jar. I had thrown change in a jar for a year, and when it came time for Thanksgiving, that was all the money I had was in that jar. And I made a grocery list. Looking at what, I can't explain what pierogies are. It's dough with stuff inside of it. That's all I know. Somebody who's Polish can tell them. But the main thing is you plan. So I went to the grocery store with $23.82, and I got chicken thighs. You can buy those relatively cheap. I had cornmeal, I had flour, I had buttermilk. So that could help me make, I had eggs. So that could help me make my dressing. I had potatoes, so I could make mashed potatoes. I had sweet potatoes. No, I bought 2 or 3 sweet potatoes. And then I made mashed sweet potatoes. So I put together this whole Thanksgiving meal for $23.82. Why I remember that number, I have no clue. None whatsoever. But I did it on a budget, on a shoestring budget. Now I bought cranberry sauce. And you do what you got to do when you got to do it. That's just all I got to say. But I did that Thanksgiving dinner because I wanted it. I was alone. Well, I had somebody that was my second husband, but he was, let's just say, he was not, I don't count him anymore. Robert doesn't count him either. Anyway, so here's the holiday control journal. Print it out. Print it out. Now, I'm going to hold each sheet up. This is the cover sheet. And this talks about, we're playing a little game with ourselves. And the game is to be ready by December 1st. It's like we're going to go on a 3-week cruise. Say that 3 times fast. A 3-week cruise. And we're going to get everything done before December 1st so we can have a fun time in December and not be stressed out. I do not want you stressed out, because when you're stressed out, you gain weight. When you're stressed out, you get sick. So I want you calm, collected, loving the holiday season, not stressed out. This is going to be your most peaceful holiday ever. Now, the next page is get the house ready to cruise through the holidays. And this talks about crisis cleaning. We can utilize crisis cleaning to get started. Yay! Love crisis cleaning. Crisis cleaning is 15 minutes in your kitchen, 15 minutes in your living room, 15 minutes in your main bathroom. Then take a break for 15 minutes and then start over if you need to. And this is how to enjoy your holiday cruise. Well, this is all about putting your house on autopilot. Yep, automatic pilot. And when you do that, your routines clean the house. And it continues with your morning routine, your before bed routine, which is the most important routine of the day, your afternoon routine. It's all here. Holiday traditions to adapt for your family. This is talking about making your own traditions. I know people who have a rule. If it's Christmas and it's in the middle of the week, they stay home. They either spend Christmas the weekend before with the in-laws or the weekend after with the in-laws or grandparents or whatever you want to call them. Things to do the day before the holiday, things to do several weeks before the time. This is all about getting you ready. And then when the big day arrives, this is all a bullet pointed thing. There's some fun things to do, some fun ideas here to get your children excited. I know when we were little, somebody went outside our bedroom window and shook sleigh bells, and that's probably our daddy. It's probably our daddy. So here's a whole list of things to fill in the blank on your favorite traditions. What's your favorite food traditions? What are your favorite decorations? Favorite things to do, go caroling or different things like that. New traditions that you might like to add this year. So you see, these are things to think about right now. And you can spend some time today filling in the blanks and talking to your family about it. Holiday menu for the main meal. There you got Thanksgiving and Christmas. Holiday breakfast. If you got a lot of people over, you need to plan for having a big breakfast. Leanne used to give us a recipe, Christmas strata. It's amazing stuff. You can do French toast in the oven. Lots of wonderful things to feed a crew, especially, and you can do quiches and things for those who are keto. There's another way to skin a cat. Party food. Are you planning on having a party? Decide what you're going to cook, what you're going to have, what you're going to ask people to bring. Potlucks are amazing. Potlucks make every holiday meal a fun way to get everyone excited. And then here's a sheet to put. You can add several sheets after this to put your recipe cards in and put it in a sheet protector. And here is a grocery list that you fill in the blank. Now, if you use Leanne's menu mailer, Thanksgiving menu mailer, and she's going to do us a keto one, and they're taking the pictures right now. But here's your grocery list to put together. So let's bake some holiday cookies. This is the next page. What are your favorite cookies to bake? And there's a page for your recipes. And last year I did a video for those cookies. And other recipes for baked gifts. There you have it. Other recipes. It's about the only time of the year that I bake. And then, and here's a questionnaire for what you need to buy. Baking ingredients. What kind of flour do you need for each recipe? Plain flour, whole wheat flour, self-rising flour, almond flour, you name it. What kind of sugar? You need brown sugar, white sugar, coconut sugar. How much butter? Yep, if you're baking cookies, you need a lot of butter. I get 20 pounds in October. In fact, I just bought it and it came in. 20 pounds of butter sitting in my crisper. That's what crispers are for, to hold butter. Dozens of eggs. I need 2 dozen eggs. I told Robert to get them this week. I need old eggs to make deviled eggs, or angeled eggs, I like to call them. What are you going to need to decorate them with? Do you need icing? This is stuff you can buy on Amazon. that in squirt little containers to ice things and do stuff up. You can get it ahead of time. And the coloring to go in the different icings. What do you need to package them with? Get your containers you're going to put your cookies in. I like to use plaid paper plates. They make me happy. But I've also got some aluminum pans that I can tie up with a pretty bow. So start thinking about the other things you're going to make. If you need certain jams, my fig cake takes fig jam. Chocolate chips, nuts. I've got 5 pounds of pecans already, ready to go for baking. Now here's the good one. This is the holiday gift list for things to purchase. Start putting people's names down and how much you plan on spending and where you're going to find these items. Start the list and you can start checking them off. And there's plenty of pages for that. Now, if you've got a list of people you like to make things for, if you're making stuff, you need to start getting it done. Especially if it's crocheting or anything, you need to start doing that. Here's a big one. Are you traveling this season? Where are you going for the holidays? Are you going to families' houses? Are you going to your children's house for Thanksgiving or Christmas? When are you leaving? How long will you be gone? Do you need a house sitter for your cat? Are you driving? Is the car serviced? You just go down through the list. And then there's a packing list for travel. A packing list. Time to decorate. So, your entrance of your home. Are you going to put up lights? Are you going to put a wreath on the door? All these things. Are you going to decorate your kitchen? Put a wreath on the back door. A centerpiece for your table. Holiday dish towels. We've all got them stashed somewhere. Your bathroom. You got holiday hand towels in there. You probably got holiday soaps. Master bedroom, holiday candles, and get out the flannel sheets. The living room, centerpiece for your coffee table. I have Kathy and Jack usually give me a centerpiece for my coffee table, and it's got beautiful greenery in it, fresh greenery. It makes me happy. It's got candles in it. It makes me happy, and I utilize it all through the holiday season, and then it's fresh. It goes away. So, what kind of tree are you going to have? Last year we had a small tree. This year I may get out the big tree and put it all together and get it done because that's what I want to do. What do you put on the mantle? Do you get out your, are you going to utilize your nativity scene or your snow village? How are you going to display that? Start thinking about it now. And now, this is the best part. If you're going to be placing catalog orders, write them down so you know when stuff comes in. And then the date you placed the order, the date you received it, and then wrap it. Wrap it. And put a name on it. Or put a code on it and have your code hidden in your holiday journal. Put dates to put on your calendar. Shipping deadlines. That's usually around the 15th of December if you've got to ship things to people overseas. You need to get it done, but you need to look those things up. What day are you going to mail your greeting cards? Laura always mails hers the day before Thanksgiving. She sends them out. It's the first greeting card we get every year. Packages shipped in your country. You need to know those dates. You need to know the dates the fly shop is closing. And we usually tell you that way ahead of time if you're going to be ordering some stuff from us. And what date you're going to be arriving at people's homes that you're visiting. Dates for parties, school functions, church functions, dinner dates with friends, your office parties, volunteer functions. Everybody's throwing a party, and You need to know when those are. And then set some deadlines for your homemade gifts. Bam. And remember, you can do anything for 15 minutes. Even break your deadlines into baby steps. Okay, here's the last page in the book. All aboard, it's time to cruise through the holidays. We've gotten all of this stuff done before December 1st. I know that you just read the whole control journal cover to cover to just see if there was any clue how to keep from being stressed out during this time of the year. Well, all I can say is that your stress will not leave unless you take 15 minutes a day to fill in these pages and to get into project mode. The holidays is just project mode. A little planning now and a little each day of doing will keep you from procrastinating till the last minute. This is what is going to help you have a peaceful cruise through the holidays. With the stress gone, you can finally do the wonderful things you've always felt guilty about because you didn't have time. For the first time ever, you may actually enjoy the holidays instead of dreading them. Imagine that. Our cruise date is December the 1st, so put your plans into action and get ready to enjoy the month of December. Baking cookies, decorating without being overwhelmed, attending parties, and not overspending for gifts. Are you ready to cruise through the holidays? And then the last page is our most important page in the whole thing. I want you to take a big envelope and tape it to this page, and I want you to keep your receipts in here. Your receipts for everything. Yes, print them out if you order from Amazon. Get them in here so you know what you've spent. And this is how you keep up with your spending. So you see, this isn't hard. This isn't hard. I've tried to think of things so you don't have to. Everything that you need to know is right here. And it's going to help you. It's going to help you. Now, where is that book? The Chaos Cure. Let me get it right here. In this little book, I put my recipe for doing I put my cookie recipe for making one basic cookie recipe and then adding things to it to do 3 different types of cookies. I may have done 5, but I can't remember. But 3 different types of cookies is cool. It really is. Let me see where is it? I mean, my editor was just so happy that I was putting a recipe in here for baking cookies. I don't know where I put it, but it's in here. But the cookies you put together the basic dough of a Nestle's chocolate chip cookie. It's part sugar, part brown sugar, eggs, and I use self-rising flour. And you mix all this stuff up, and you've got your basic dough. And I divided it. I multiplied it by 3, did 3 at one time, and divided it into 3 parts. And then I added either more sugar or oatmeal or raisins or chocolate chips, you name it. I mixed it up. And then I put it into Ziploc bags and rolled it into a tube and put it in 3 things. It's like the slice and bake cookies, and put it in the freezer and froze it until it was time to get it out of the freezer and start baking. Yep. And I love my parchment paper that fits my cookie sheets. It's the most amazing stuff because all I do is slide it off and put the cookies on the cooling rack, put another piece on, and do it again. And then when they cool, I put them in their little containers. Well, folks, I love sharing my holiday control journal with you. It's going to be fun. We'll share this video a lot because it's going to help you get ready for the holidays. I want you stress-free. And jump in right now. We have our carpet sweeper is $24.95. We have half price on our multi-wand. We've got a BOGO going on our Rubber Scrubbers. This is a great stocking stuffer. You can use a coupon code. We have a weekly coupon code. I'm not going to say what it is because it changes every Saturday. But you can use a weekly coupon code. It's in all of our emails. If you're not getting our emails, you're missing out because the holiday missions are coming in our emails. And get things ordered. Get it ready. Write it in your control journal that this is going to this person. Start putting together the stocking. Start putting together everything. You can do it. And you can get it done way ahead of time. Way ahead of time. And you're not going to be stressed out. I love you all. And we've got a closeout sale going on our hot pink mop bucket and mop, our detailed cleaning mopping system. So get that ordered because there's not many of them left. Anyway, I love you all. And the office in a bag is, let me find an empty one right here. This is a great place to keep your holiday control journal. It is. And you can use a coupon code to get a discount on it. 20% off. See you later. See you at 1 o'clock on Leanne's show. And then I will be on at tea time. At tea time. I love you all. And I will talk to you after a while.